I'm not a good person. People should just stay away from me. I feel like I wish that someone would throw me in the abyss. Really. Oh, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, I want to tell you guys a story about when I first seen my Wowie Zowie guy. Um, 11 years ago, I used to go to Santa Monica a lot because my friend, Crazy Christine, who I knew for over 20 years, would pay for my gas and all my stuff to get there because I was on welfare. What happened was, um, my ex was having an affair with someone at the VFW, and I was like just upset about it, talking to her, and she goes, "Hey, they got this place down over on Santa Monica Beach. You should see that. There's this guy I want you to see." And I go, "There's who?" "Well, there's this guy I want you to see down over at Santa Monica Beach. You got to see this guy. He's like your twin." She kept saying, "He's your twin. He's really like complete you type thing. Will be it." And I'm like, "Really? You know? Wow." And I was like, "Okay, let's go." So we go there, and I'm take senior psychopath. And at that time, I had my daughter and son. They were all there, and we had gone there, and I remember seeing the Wowie Zowie guy. And oh yeah, I looked at Christine, and she goes, knowing I didn't have money, she gave me a $5 bill and said, "I can either take it to the cashier and get 5 ones, or I can give someone a good tip." Well, hell, after watching the sword swallowing and the whole show, oh, I gave the sword swallower the $5, and I was like talking to him afterwards, and asking him questions, and I thought it was fucking cool. Okay, and I'm going to have to say the reason why Christine brought me down there was for me to see Wowie Zowie guy. And that was 11 years ago. And we met up. Our paths have crossed again. And I'm like, wow, I don't got no one. I'm divorced. And it's just, I fucked it up. You have to take a big ass mallet to my head, love mallet, and beat the shit out of me to have me, God. And just thinking about it, I just keep thinking back about it, and I get all sad. I went to Starbucks and I said, "God, I'm a bad person. And if you don't want to be, my subscriber, I get it." Because when I first seen him 11 years ago, I was OMG, like, whoa, you can have my 5 now. And he's just so nice. And yeah, Christina was right. She was 110% right. Oh, yeah. She was psychic enough to know that. And I just feel bad. I went for a walk. I know it's hot, but I had a cool drink. I went for a walk thinking, and I thought, well, I'll just go on here. as long as I can. And I will, reminisce. And I am so glad that I had Christina. She's no longer with me. She drank herself to death. She died of cirrhosis of the liver in October. I think it's 3 years ago now. But let's talk to Christina, because she's in the spirit world. Hey, Christina, do you think you can have the I I really like the Wowies out guy, and I didn't know he was asking me out, and I really want to go out with him because wow, that's the only thing. I feel so bad I hurt him. I hurt him, and I don't want to hurt him like that. I want to make him laugh and have a good time, and it's just been sad. And I even said, and I mean it, I'll quit smoking weed. I'll study for the FBI, and I'll take their test again. Yeah, I've taken their tests, and my dad and I got in a huge fight. It was over. Yeah, psychopath. He didn't want me to go. Well, guess what? I'm going to study. I ordered the book. It'll be here. It's this Sunday, and I'm going to study for it and see if I can get in again. And the biggest fight we ever had was my dad had a friend that was in the FBI and said, "Yeah, your daughter does a test." So I did the test, and he wanted me in there. And so I'll study for the test. They actually tested me while I was in high school. They closed off a room. They really did. And I did the test. God, that was the only time I'm like, yeah, Whopper. Back then that was the 80s. You had McDonald's or Burger King. There was no other Chick-fil-A and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to just study hard and do that. I've been struggling with the tables, so I'm hoping, I almost made 2 tables, but I didn't. I'm already behind a half a table. Yeah. So I'm working it hard, and I told me, "Hey, I got this," but it's like I'm not 2 people, I'm 1. So yeah, I'm training. So yeah. I'm just a bad person, and I really wish that I could go back into time and do it all over again. I just feel bad about that. I do. So if you unsubscribe, I get it. I just feel so bad. Don't worry. It'll take some time, but I can, eventually, disappear, leave the area and stuff like that. My heart is broken, and I've been hurting. Yeah, my dad wanted me to go in the FBI. My family usually goes into the healthcare, police, fire. My cousins both work with the Whirly Bird. They can fly that. Yeah, the one they worked here. over here in Prump. Yeah, I got my cousins here every so often. They're my one cousin says he wants to move near Yellowstone, and I said, "Are you sure, man? This is your cold air, man. That goes up. You're not even going to go. Whoop! It's gone. You're gone. Everything's gone." But that's where he wants to. So yeah, my cat is licking my feet. I have one cat. Yeah, I call myself the cat lady, but I only have one cat now. Fancy Pants has gone with her family. I held her till my friend's father and mother can pick up her stuff and pick up the cat. And yeah, that was a big. I had to come here, pick up the cat, take it down. It was all hot. Oh, boy, am I glad I got that shit done. So yeah, I haven't been too happy. Just feel like so yeah. My dad and I, my if I would have been smart, I would have said, "You're right, I should go." Because that's just what our family does. We're just good at it. That's why we end up going in those services because we're good at it. We're good at either saving people, flying helicopters, doing that type of stuff, and yeah, serving the people or the public. We have it's not the private sector, so I'll be studying for the test. So if I have a plan B, I just hope I can keep up. It's just wow, yeah. So don't be surprised if they do let me go. I just can't. You know, I'm going to put the best that I can. I just had one hell of a week. I can't get into it on here on that, but yeah, and I'm dealing with it alone. I need assistance. It's been a real bad week. All right, I'm not a chew toy. Yeah, you get too excited with feet. My cat, I don't know what it is. I get animals that like feet. I had Fat Boy, my cat, not cat, my daughter's Chihuahua. He was an amazing dog. He loved feet, man. Loved it, loved it. And I used to tell people if you sleep, our guest room was the living room and we'd have a blow up thing. And that's what no one complained because it was a nice living room. And I told my dad and his wife that the dog licks feet. And she's like, oh, no. She was Chinese and spoke very little English. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting up, going to the bathroom, and I hear someone laugh. I go, Fat Boy finally got my stepmother's feet. And she agreed. She goes, it was funny. He would lick your feet, and I loved it. Actually, I'm like, oh yeah, that feels good. He was a good foot licker. I miss him. He got hit by a car. Yeah. So anyway, not here. It was when we were moving. Like I said before, too, senior psychopath. Get a collar on him. I'm not getting into that. He's just so yeah. Just feel bad and horrible every time I think of it. I just want to sit down and just put my hands over my face and I just go, oh God, I'm just a horrible person. I'm horrible. I am. They should have pictures of me saying, all right, I'm not a chew toy. Why do you like getting my feet? A little fart sucker? Mm, you just love feet. He does. He loves. No. You're staying here. You're being my little dancy boy. Oh, I have such a hard week. Could you take just put me to sleep forever? Put me to sleep. I just such a horrible person. I'm horrible. But yeah, that's when I first met my Wowie Zowie guy. Was 11 years because my ex was having. What happened was I went and I was working at the VFW, and my ex, his girl, didn't know that he was married because, well, didn't state he was married. And I'm standing there and she kisses him on the back of the neck. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, messing with the married man. Ah, I see how that goes. Yeah. So I'm telling Christine, Christine, Paul's having another affair. And she rolls her eyes. I told you, just get rid of him. Yeah, he's not like an old pair of shoes. It's a little harder. It took 7 months and $800 plus filing fees each and every month. What could have taken $250 took over, I would say, $8,000 because it cost me $1,000 a month. Yeah, filing fees were over 200, so it was over, $1,000. So yeah, no, I paid for my divorce. I got raked. My ass got raked through the coals. Oh yeah, it was raked. My ass was raked through the coals. Oh yeah. Yep, yep, yep. My ass was raked to the coals, and the only thing I want was my freedom, and I still live with my ex here. So at least I can say I'm my own person. So I was dating a guy. He was real serious with me, and then he fucked up. My theory is I don't care what you say about my ex, but if it's on Facebook and you attack my ex and my son, this was like I was dating him and I just filed for divorce. I was considered separated. And he goes, I want you to move in with me. I go, I can't move in with you because I got to live, have a domicile. So when he sells the house, I can buy it. And he got all pissed off and went on Facebook and started shit with my ex and started shit with my son. I go, oh, you just remember that thing I told you about boundaries? He just went over a whole shitload of them. I mean, he literally spent one day acting not all right. And I go, I had a great time with you. Let's just remember that. And he was all, he's still to this day, he'll try to reach out to me. He was at a party 2 years ago yelling, I'm going to marry you. I'm going to marry you. And I'm yelling, no, you're not. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't understand boundaries. I was like, me, I just don't understand shit. I'm just a big piece of poop. I hear a chicken in here. My son has got Bok Bok in here. Not here, but in the house. That's yeah, she's quite a sweetheart. She really is. And when she's in here and just sitting around, sometimes I take her in and love her. So, yeah, I think tomorrow I know I'll have some extra time. Someone knocking? Oh, must be my cat trying to get out. I'm a bad person. I'm a real, 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 real bad person. Yeah. I remember, seeing the Wowie Zowie guy the first time, and there was like everything. It was I was spellbound and sold, as they say, and I thought, this is. I pulled her aside and go, who is this person? And she goes, what do you mean? I go, who is this person? I wanted to know more. And she would not tell me a jack or shit. That was her little thing. I showed you that. I'm like, oh yeah. Get my appetite wet. And then I'm left in the desert. So yeah. That was my friend Christina. She may had her faults, but I can say that she knew love, or when people were attracted and what would, because it really, yeah. Just, man, it just, well, they changed their time to go in again. So we got from 4 to 12. And not too many people are happy because it's going to be hot. So yeah, I'm going to be wearing my my other tee. Let's see, I think it's going to be hot. Crotch fire hot, man. I'm going to be hot. I'm going to be wearing shorts soon, man. I'll just wear this. That's nice and cool. There we go. I wear the groove shirt. That's what I'll do. So yeah, it's going to be something. So yeah, I just feel. Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a good day. And if you want to, we can I guess we can ground ourselves. So let's do that. Let's ground ourselves, put our feet down, and imagine liquid coming out of us, and we'll go through it step by step. It's coming down our head, our liquid, and our neck, our arms, our chest, our lower chest, our upper legs, our lower legs, our feet. And it's like a vine going way deep down into the earth. Deep down in the earth it goes, deep in it goes, and it gets that mother love, that golden love, and it sucks it up and sucks it up, goes through all the layers, and it sucks all that stuff up, and it gets to your feet, and it gets to your legs, and the bottom of your bottom legs, sorry, your top legs, your chest, your arms, your neck, and your head, and you spew it out and share with everyone. I'm going to share it with one person, well, with a bunch of people, but one person I'm really thinking of because I'm an evil Contarina. And then pull it out, and there you go. That's how I feel. I don't like spreading poopiness because I'm a big poop master. Because that's what I am. Hi, I'm the poop master. How are you? I got poopy pants, and I don't sit back and think. I don't think. Just oh, my cat's being nice. That's unusual. seeing what my cat's doing, because when he gets in that pounce mode, you don't know. Oh, you're looking. I'm good. Mm, he's so cool. When he was a kitten, he was a little kitten. He was so cool. So anyway, yeah, I'm a big poopy pants. You just forget about me. But yeah, that's how I met him, through Christina. And then I moved to Vegas. And yeah, my paths would cross. I'd see him. You know, I was so amazed. Just, mm, it's not worth it. Yeah, so it's been a tough week, real tough. To say the least, it's been, tough all the way around. I send some loving vibes, and I really would be appreciated for that. If you want to, God, you might be sending dagger vibes. So anyway, I'll just put out some stories. My grandmother was about 97 or so. She would come over to California. And when I was living there, I was about 8 years old, and I would see this woman. The best way to describe this woman would be comparable, if you've seen, um, it would be like uh, Bill and Ted's Second Excellent Adventure, or whatever. You know how they had that, the second one? My grandmother looked like Bill's S. Preston's grandma. Exactly. I had friends I took pictures of. Hey, who's this look like? Oh shit, it looks like, yeah, Grams. And it was great because you could get a 3-part series. Grandma always had a 3-part series, because when she was done telling, not done telling it quite, you get a 3-part series because she took 3 naps, or whatever naps she took. So when I was a kid, she'd go up, her batteries went out. Yeah, my other grandma would go, yeah, her batteries went out. You're going to have to. When she'd wake up, she would leave off. She would not go, oh, where was I? Fuck yeah, that woman would go, okay, let's finish the story. You're like, wow, that's pretty good. And I have a hard time remembering my dreams when I get up, let alone a whole story and where you left off when you went to sleep. And yeah, she would go and sleep real long. So one day my grandma goes, hey, Steph, you can just, entertain yourself. Oh, when you said that. You see, let me explain something. When I was a kid, I was a demon child. I was one of those kids that I was black. Yeah, I was blacklisted. I crawled out of windows. I was Houdini. They called me the Houdini child because I could get out of anything. Yeah, and most kids didn't know how to open windows as good as I did. And climb out a second story, yeah, have the police look for you. Yeah, I was just in the backyard petting the horses. They locked us in a room, and I didn't take naps no more. I was 8. I was ready to go. Where's my cat knocking down? Oh, something, huh? So yeah, I was blacklisted. That means my parents didn't have a babysitter, because back in the 70s, they locked kids in rooms. And it's very what they call fire hazard. You don't lock kids in rooms. But in the 70s, they did. And I crawled out. I would unlock the door. I knew how to unlock doors and stuff. They would try all kinds of stuff. If you had it where I couldn't get out, I'd find a way out. That's pretty good. And karma came back and got me because my son and his friends were playing hide and seek. They go, "Hey, we can't find Devin." I'm like, "Ah, my son!" And we're all looking. Dearborn's finest are out looking. They're all sitting there. I go in my backyard, going, "Oh God, where?" I look in a box. Now, mind you, my son was a tall kid. A box no bigger than this. I swear to God, it was no bigger than this. This little kid was all put in the box. He botulated himself into there, and I walked out and I showed everyone and the police. They were all happy that we found him, and then the police officer called off the search. Oh God. Oh, that was so scary. I never felt like, and I just go in the backyard and I happen to see him fell asleep in the box. We talk about that. Yeah, we had to call the cops and everything on you because you fell asleep in the box. You did the ultimate hiding thing. You had to get the cops called. And it's happened to me several times. We quit playing hide and seek because I got too good at it, I guess. Yeah, I was not the child in the 70s you'd want to watch because like my dad said, yeah, she'll get out. It was a customary thing for them to lock the rooms with the kids. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, so it was, so uh when I first seen him, it was electric. It's wow. Well, I guess I could be a cat lady. I gotta get more cats. Not a good cat lady. I only have one cat, and I got rid of my other cat. Well, I didn't get rid of it. I didn't want Fancy Pants to go, but the owner, that is the owner's what you call. It's a special cat that keeps the owner, happy and everything. And I took care of it well. And oh gosh, the owner said, "Well, how much do you I owe?" I go, "You're going to have to get me at your next check because it's quite a bit." Just to be honest, the carrier was like 40 some odd dollars, and then the food and all the other stuff, so it adds up. Yeah, I'm a bad person. I'm just bad. Just an old cat lady. Yeah, that's how I feel. So anyway, yeah, um 11 years ago, my friend Crazy Christina said, "Oh, well, your husband's playing around. You should see what's down the street." And I remember when she said, "No, no, no, there's this guy." She said, "He'd be perfect for you." She kept telling me that. And here's, senior psychopaths like, 10 feet behind us, and she's whispering this in my ear. Yeah, because she knows that he's a big player. Everybody knew, including the people on at the VFW, that he's a big player. He's a player. because you don't have an affair with one of, the people at the VFW. You don't have someone come up and kiss you on the neck in front of your wife. That's just wrong. Yeah. And I had to live through all that. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just as horrible, even though I didn't do anything, super bad. But yeah, I did super bad. I didn't understand. God, I'm just as useful as a sexual etch a sketch nipple cream. I didn't even want to go out anymore after what I found out what I did. And I don't, I just, it's hard for me to function, but I do it and I make myself. And I don't worry, I'll disappear, I'll go somewhere, I'll just, so sorry. I really am. Yeah. Well, we can use. Am I a bad person? This is for entertainment purposes only.
The answer is yes.
See, I'm a bad person. Should I be taken to the firing squad?
The answer you seek is yes.
See? It's all saying yes, I should be taken to the firing squad. Because that's how I feel. Oh, come on. You're not going to do that. Hump something else. Well, at least he has a sex life. I had a friend ask me, he goes, how serious am I thinking about Wowie Zowie guy? And I said, I'm real serious. And he goes, really? And I go, yeah, I want a relationship. I want what he is offering. Everything. So, well, I see Wowie Zowie guy in person, in the flesh.
Ask later.
Ooh, see? Doesn't look good, huh? Yeah. So I've been real sad. I'm such a bad person. Make things harder for myself. Will things get better?
Without hesitation, yes. I would not count on it. The outcome cannot be predicted. is a likely outcome. It has been determined so.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
It cannot be determined at this time. Definitely yes.
Oh, you're just sitting there all pretty. Rawr, 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 rawr.
Now is not the right time to tell you. Highly doubtful. The answer is no. The answer cannot be found at this moment. The answer is unclear. Try again. Definitely not.
Whoa. And then, oh, hi, how are you? We're doing Mr. Predicto for entertainment purposes only. So we're going to ask, should I be shot? I'm a bad person.
Yes, it is certain.
See? This is for entertainment purposes. I'm only joking, so don't take it seriously. Will Mr. Wowie Zowie guy, will I ever see him again? Well, come on. Oh, don't tell me. Okay.
You can rely on that.
Woohoo! Yeah. So I watched his career and stuff, and was happy for him. And I've been really happy about his channel. I've been enthusiastic. Very positive person. I'm a poopy pants. I'm the ultra poopy pants. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm the ultra poopy pants. I need to just, I need to stop and think. I should just stop and think. Kind of be with them now. Yeah, crazy Christine. Yep. She heard my blight and she showed me something really nice. Oh boy. That was the only time. I'm going to be honest. Usually dealing with Christine was like a roller coaster ride with a lot of vodka. Yeah. And that was the best surprise. I think that's the surprise that lasted over her because she drank herself to death.
It is a strong possibility.
So I hope you're,
It is best not to say now. Everything points to yes.
So, it's always, let me be honest. I've had the shittiest week yet. This week, oh, it's been like, flying monkey shitstorm. Let's just put it that way. Not at home, but boy, Lord. See, with Wowie's Owie Guy, I wouldn't need weed. I wouldn't need that. I don't know. I use weed because pain and, not just pain physical, just dealing with shit. And when you have someone to deal with and you have someone to talk to, you don't need the weed. You know, I'm willing to give it up for him because uh, I've done it before. I've like went cold turkey for like 3 months and did all that because I wanted to, how can I say it's just get a break from it and then go back, little bit by little bit. But yeah, I did it a couple years ago, boy. Yeah. It just felt that my performance was lacking and I just quit the weed. And then it was like, I don't like my performance lacking. I'll deal without it. And that's what I did. Then around Christmas time, I went back to it, okay? But it's different when you have someone that cares about you and you care about them and you're just in euphoria. You don't need weed, really. Yeah, I need a buttload of weed now. I'm joking. So, yeah, I am willing to give up weed to be with Wowie Zowie Guy because I believe that'd be the best, just, thinking of everything, that'd be the best way to go. Yeah, weed free. But he hasn't come around, so I'm still smoking weed, but not as much actually. I haven't hardly just horrible person. I mean, someone I really care about a lot hurt, and that's not me. I didn't understand. Yes, I do need assistance. I need a shitload of assistance. I never had someone so nice to offer help me get done. Such a beautiful person, and I hurt him. I just bad. Bad.
I am confident it is no.
Oh, go below me. Can't see it. Damn. Just. So when I went for my walk, it was hot, but I I really think well when I walk. So I walked to the The big path. Oh, ooh, that was a hot one. And cold. So I'm a bad person. I'm gonna be alone. Um, well, I could get a lot of cats. I can make friends that way. Well, send me loving vibes. Actually, send Wowie Zowie loving vibes. You can just send me a bunch of daggers because I've only had one hell of a week. I wish I were dead. But you know what I mean? It's just been one shit show. Okay? Yeah, it's just hard. Life is hard. And it doesn't have to be. Don't forget to put a thumbs up. Well, you don't have to. I really don't care. I'm in that mood where, let's just be honest. I feel like a bad person. I feel like I let not just myself down, wowie zowie guy down. And I didn't mean to. And yes, I need assistance. I need shitloads of assistance. Yeah, baby, you want me to write down a list? I'll make it. I'll just pull it out of my purse. Yeah, it's not going to be an exciting thing. And when I was talking, it wasn't JR, it was Junior. And yeah, he's my ex. He was getting under my skin, and I had to put him in his place. I have no one. My feeling is I'll just be alone. I'm done. Oh, I got Bobby. Yeah, see, I got Bobby. Go and order another blow up, man. Hey, maybe I could get a full size one. Well, they only sell them in like little. Got in trouble for bringing them to work. Yes, I did. just deflecting with comic relief. But yeah, the reality is, I feel like I'm a bad person. I'm just worthless. I remember when I very first seen him, I said, holy shit. That's what I said in my head. Wow. That was it. And they could have had orgies in the back. They could have had stuff going on. I would have been like, no, I am watching this man and he is invigorating. Yeah, he's a sword swallower. And I was like, damn. Woohoo! I was captivated, stimulated. Oh, it was so great. Then, well, my family's been in the vaudeville. Yeah, my great grandfather. So, yeah, it's my whole family having dinner. My uncle Conrad would be doing um, Donald Duck. All my cousins knew Donald Duck. I can't do the voice of Donald Duck, but I can do other voices and stuff. Yeah, and it was comical. Our family was, yeah. So I loved it. I was enthralled and thought, this is fucking cool. Yeah. And it just always brings a smile to me when I think about that when I first met it. Seen him. It was neat. Before I became the evil, I guess you can say, just, I call them cantarinas. I used to do ballet, tap, and jazz. And boy, those prima ballerinas, they're cantarinas. That's what I call them. Not all of them, but the one I met, boy, she fit the bill. I'm the cantarina now. I could never think of wanting to hurt someone. I really, 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 really like Wowie, Sally guy. I do. Mind, body, spirit, soul. Rolling through. Christina was right. Oh, she was right. And I remember every time he'd have an affair, I would say something like, you know, I remember I'd say what his name was, and I'd go, hey, have you talked with him? And she would say, no, I haven't talked with him. You know, have you. I would say, yeah, he's doing this, that, whatnot. I see, and the thing, I'm so happy, when people do well. Maybe I should change my channel to Cat Lady. The only time my cat never bothers me, that's unusual. Yeah, change it. I want to go in comic relief, but I want to cry more than being in a comic relief. I had to make myself eat. Well, I'm a bad person. I need assistance. I need more than assistance. I need ultra assistance. Yeah, I still remember going. I told Christine when we were walking there, I was saying, "What do you mean that he'll spellbind me?" She goes, "No, no. You'll see when you see him. Oh, you'll see." She goes, "Will you like him? Yeah, yeah." Yeah, you're right. Oh, those tights were nice. Yeah, he was wearing tights. Yeah, Christina was right. And she should have been a matchmaker. Thank you for the thumbs up. My friend Christine would have made an excellent. She had that. No, being a good matchmaker. Yeah, you have all the stuff to go in with it, but she was psychic enough. She was intuitive enough. Oh yeah, she she knew. I betcha she told Wowie Zowie, "I know someone who would really get along with you." I bet you she said, "I know someone that is exactly, you gotta hear. Her name's so and my name used to be made fun of in school, and I came home and I was crying. And my grandma goes, "What? You're making fun of my name." And I'm so sad. And she goes, she puts her arm around, she goes, "What are they calling?" And I told her, and I said, "Why couldn't you just name me my middle name? Use that." I use my middle name for when I go, see, I don't go to a bar, I go to a coffee shop because it's a lot cheaper and they're better listeners. You get the whole, all the girls listening in. And yeah, I tell them I'm Blythe. It's a lot cheaper. I don't have a big bar bill and it's under $20. So, hey, I get, and that's including with tip. Don't forget you tip your barista. I do. Oh, yeah. And when I went to go to the library, I also, I give too because goddamn libraries are great. My grandmother told me, you see, she used to write everything in what they call shorthand. Secretaries used to use them, and I couldn't read it. But my grandma that day told me, go to the library and have a book find me. So I asked them, hey, I want to learn how to write shorthand. Could you give me a book so I can learn? That is one creepy smile. Oh, crap. Well, anyway, I go and get a book on not just learning how to do shorthand, learning what my grandma was writing on the calendar. Yeah, she'd go to garden club and Steffi would have a good time. I'd open up the book and I'm like figuring it out like it's a game. After a while, I didn't need to use the book. I just look at it and figured it out. Yep, so and so's gotten pregnant again. Oh, hey, I got all the daily gossip right on my calendar. Oh, I'd look and read it and laugh and walk away. My grandpa was like, so, how did you decipher that? Grandpa, you want to learn? He goes, yeah. So I give him the book and he figured it out too. I would have done my brother, but unfortunately, he didn't give a rat's ass. So to have them read and learn stuff. Yeah, I learned for a while I can read it for years and years, and then it's like it just disappeared. It just like I used to look at it, the little squiggles would say stuff, and it was really neat. And it's just like over time, I could probably, like, I guess if it was in use or whatever, probably remember, but it was funny. And my grandpa said, "This one really turned out well." Grandma said, "Let a book find me." Well, there you go, Grandpa. He goes, "Did you ask for it?" I go, "I found the book there." Grandma was right. See, I got a book, and it made my life so much better. I love the library. Man, that library in San Bernardino where I used to go as a kid, it had the coolest kids section. It was in the basement, and it was just so cool. I thought it was magical. It's just the way it was made. It just made it feel magical as a kid. And um, it was the San Bernardino Library, and it was an older library. I loved it. They just had this little area for the kids, and it was small. My dad hated it because he was a tall man, and yeah, he had to bend down. That was the bad thing about it. You know, if you were an adult, it wasn't made for kids, for adults. It was made for kids, literally. It was beautiful. Watch, I go back there. It's all like it was. That library was neat. Yeah, it was. So, yeah, my grandparents built their own house in California. My grandfather used to work for Colton Cement. You know, he was a welder, and he used to work on vehicles. You see the person about this big and the truck this big, that was him. And he had an automotive shop that was that my dad used to like work to pay the rent off. He used to do stuff for my grandpa. So yeah, my dad worked hard. And that's where I get my work ethics. I was brought up by my father. Let's just put it this way. My mom decided to add like three extra kids to the welfare plan that we were on, and she went to prison for welfare fraud. Yep. My dad did a little time, and it was because he didn't know she was doing that. She filled out the things and took his signature and forged it. So, yeah. She went to Club Med, is what my family called it for a while. I called it, okay, my mom's not going to be in my life no more. And that's what it was until I was 18. My mom wasn't in my life. But boy, when she came back and stole my identity for a little bit. Whoa. Went to a fertility clinic. Yeah. I tell everyone it was Broyhill, but it was a fertility clinic. And yeah, I was like, I was in my 40s and I just had my daughter. And I'm like, no, I don't need a fertility clinic. I got like a 9-month-old over here. Didn't need no fertility. Yeah. My two kids, they're amazing. My son has got, well, he needs to get more on his career choice. Now look at me. I'm no better. So I need to step it up. So that's what I'll do. I'll step it up. Yep, I get to go in later. They decided from 4 to 12. Boy, it's going to be lovely hot. So, yeah. I hope I'm entertaining you. I'm a horrible person. What was it my dad said? Put me on the back of a stallion and just set me, tie my feet up and just let me go. Boom. That's what he said. Actually, my brother and I were compared. I was compared to the good child, and they called my brother the other one. That other child. The one that's bad. Yeah, my brother was so bad that we would have the police over there, and I'm like, I'm sorry, officer. He goes, you're the good child. Because my friend's father was the sheriff of Holly when I was a kid. And as a teenager, when you're driving a car and they have like the 25-mile thing, oh, yeah. And I don't know how many times my friend's dad would pull stuff. Could you slow the fuck down, is what he would say. Slow the fuck down. Would you? You are just a speed demon. I'm crappy. I'm having a really, really shitty week. Yeah, I'm having the shit week. Yeah. Just send me some good vibes. You on the show? I can go see your show. Are you got your show on? Oh, let me type. All right, let me type. I'll go there. I hope I feel better too. Oh, okay. Mm. Yeah, I was wondering if I have to have a membership or something. I just, yeah. It's been one hard week, really. Aw. Aw. I'm a fast typer, trust me. I can type pretty quick. I just got new claws last week, so no, was it? Yeah, it was Monday. My nails are getting to where when I don't wear any nail polish because I'm working with bentonite clay, it doesn't, even if I put plastic gloves, I still get clay and stuff on my hands, and it's been peeling my all my nails off. So yeah, and I really miss you guys. Yeah, I do. You guys are good, good peoples. I'm doing good. I got to be thankful for stuff my dad had left when he did pass, and it can be a cushion sometimes. Oh, I can't wait. Really? Okay. Okay. Yes. I figured out a name you guys can call me. You guys can call me Houdini. I used to be, yeah, okay, Houdini. I'm really good at, I guess you could say, getting out. But yeah. Uh, oh, as a kid, I was one of those kids you did not want to babysit and lock in in a bedroom because I could get out. I could. I'd find a way. Oh yeah, I was one of those kids that you would be sized up and yeah. My poor parents. I am so glad I had a wonderful. My grandmother was just amazing. She'd give you her eyes. She would. My daughter does it really good. And I said, wow, grandma's reborn again. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. I never thought that I would get my grandma reborn. It's just joking. So, yeah. My kids are great. Yeah. So, yeah, and I start later. They first started it where we would have to. I'd have to get up at. I get up at 12, but I'd be there by 2. It was from 2 to 10, and then now it's 4 to 12. Oh, it's going to be a hot one. Well, I can always wet my hair. The heat don't bother me as long as my hair is wet. Oh, really? Of course, I'm joking, going, "Hey, can we bring our swimsuits?" Yeah, it's not going to go well with that now. I miss you guys. I do. I'm going to be there. I'll be there at 2. I'll set. Look, I'm going to set my. Where's my phone? I'll set my alarm on my phone. All right, I'm gonna leave, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna go meditate. I'm going to try to feel better. So I love you guys. Take care. Listen to happy music, and I'm going to go and try to listen to some. Excuse me. Whew, happy music, and I just think of when I first met him. It always puts a smile on. Yeah, Christina was right. She was really right. And you know what? She's never right about anything. Usually I'm the one going, Christina, that's wrong. No, I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. Yeah, yeah, you got it right. The one time I argued with her and I go, oh, there's my energy drink. And I go, glug, glug, glug. What the fuck? You put how much there was enough vodka in that bottle. I was already drunk. I mean, like drunk. I looked at her and said, "Girlie, you've been drinking a bit too much." She goes, "Don't you drink?" I go, "Oh no, I'm not a big drinker." No, mm I do love my chocolate wine, and it's very fattening. So it's something I don't drink a lot. That's something at Christmas time. It's special. Yeah. Because I drank a lot of it one time and I gained weight. So you gotta take care of it. So I'm gonna let you guys go. And I'm gonna be hanging out with Bobby and me. All right, bye.